Southern California is known for its amazing beaches, and Orange County is one of the best places to experience them. While of course this is not a complete list as there are tons of beaches in the county, here are 8 of my favorite Orange County beaches, and let me know what I left off in the comments. This list is going through the county from south to north, so the first recommendation is San Clemente. San Clemente will always have a special place in my heart because it was where I surfed for the first time. This beach is great for surfers, bodyboarders, and even those who just want to relax on the sand. The beach has a nice pier with a fisherman's restaurant and bar on it, and a bunch of shops and restaurants across the street as well. Also, the beach can be accessed via the Metrolink, so if you live near a stop, you can just hop on and get dropped off right on the beach without having to find a place to park. It's a great first introduction to Orange County beaches. Recommendation number 2 is Strands and Dana Point. Dana Point has a few great beaches like Strands and Salt Creek, but I usually prefer Strands. It's a beautiful area with a lot of parking and a good amount of coastline to explore. Plus, it's the only beach I know of that has a funicular, which is a small elevator that runs basically sideways and takes you from the parking lot down to the beach. Also, if you go at low tide, you may even be able to explore some tide pools. Recommendation number 3 is 1,000 Steps Beach. 1,000 Steps Beach is probably my favorite beach on this list, but note that it's really hard to find parking here, and you definitely want to go early if you want a chance to score a spot. The beach also has a very steep staircase, which is where the name 1,000 Steps comes from, so save your energy for the walk back up. Once you get down to the beach though, it feels like an oasis with a small section of coast walled in on both sides by cliffs. It never feels too crowded here because of the parking, and I always love spending a half day relaxing on the sand and walking down to the sea cave if the tide's not too high. Also, on this list, note that I'm skipping over a bunch of great Laguna Beach spots, and I may do a video on just Laguna Beach beaches like Shaw's Cove and Victoria Beach, because honestly all of the Laguna Beach spots could be on this list. Recommendation number 4 is Crystal Cove State Beach. I'm a huge fan of Crystal Cove because it's a great state park with nice hiking trails and 3 miles of coastline. There are multiple parking lots with access to the beach, so it's pretty spread out, giving you lots of sand access without a ton of people. Plus, they also have a Shake Shack up on the hillside, and who doesn't like walking up to grab a good milkshake while enjoying a day at the beach? Recommendation number 5 is Corona Del Mar. After 1,000 Steps Beach, Corona Del Mar is easily my favorite. This beach has it all: a large parking lot, a fun cove area with a bunch of rocks to climb around on, fire pits to hang out by, and a jetty that gives you some amazing views of the beach. I've spent many summer days walking around and exploring here, and if you're looking for tide pools, consider stopping by Little Corona Del Mar, which is down the street, when you're there as well. Recommendation number 6 is the Wedge. Directly across the channel from Corona Del Mar, the Wedge is a place I like to go to when the swells are coming in. I don't usually get in the water myself because the waves are crazy, but there's always a bunch of surfers and bodyboarders braving the gnarly breaks. I've been here when the waves were 15 feet and there are over 100 people just sitting on the sand watching the craziness in the water. It's a lot of fun and something you definitely need to experience in Orange County. If you want a more traditional beach in Newport, then skip the Wedge and head up north a little bit to Newport Beach. Newport is one of the county's most popular beaches and largest towns, and it's a great spot to hang out on the sand with a nice pier and lots of restaurants. I especially like hanging out here during the day and then shooting sunset at the Newport Beach Pier. Plus, they also have a walking and biking path that leads to our next recommendation, Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach is my last spot on this list, and it's one of the biggest beach cities in Orange County and one of the easiest to park at on a busy summer day. The state and city beaches are right next to each other, so you can go to either, and the beach also has a pier with a Ruby's restaurant out at the end, which is fun to eat at. While exploring the beach, you can head into the downtown area with more restaurants and shops, or go to Pacific City, which is their new shopping and restaurant area and has a bunch of great options like Phil's Coffee. Huntington Beach is a beautiful spot for sunset photos as well if you spend the whole day at the beach, and it's still one of my go-to beaches during the summer. Thanks for exploring all these beaches with me. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments. You can go to californiathroughmylens.com to read about all these beaches and more, or you can click here to see some more videos. We'll see you guys next week.